Hi, my name is Armanda Sutherland, and today I want to talk to you about something that has been happening in Canada within the last 30 years. Over the last 30 years, thousands of women have gone missing or have been murdered across Canada, leaving families devastated and asking questions. Why? Why did something like this happen? And it's left hundreds of children motherless for the rest of their lives, not knowing who they could have become if they had a mother with them, to love them, to cherish them. All of that was gone in a blink of an eye due to this sense of violence that has been happening for the last 30 years across Canada. Now, back in 2014, the RCMP released a statement stating that they believe of the thousands of women that have been known to be murdered or gone missing, 1,200 of those have been Aboriginals. Now, in 2016, that number has now increased to 4,200. To me, that seems to be a lot of females that have gone missing or have been murdered across Canada. And to know that this has been happening in the Aboriginal community, and knowing that the numbers compared to the rest of the numbers is abnormal. There is way too many Aboriginal females being murdered or gone missing in Canada. I don't want to talk to you today about numbers or why this is happening. Today I want to give you a little bit of what it feels like, what happens to a community and to a family when something like this happens. A couple weeks back, me and my family received a message from a childhood family friend who stated that her sister was murdered along with her 15-year-old daughter. This happened at Moberly Lake in BC, which is a small community, and it happened in Linda's house on a reserve. It was someone that she did know, that she met online and has been dating for months and months and months. And when she realized that he was a violent man and that he was not good for her or for her daughter, she told him that he had to leave. Now, because he was not actually from Moberly Lake, or actually even from BC, he actually came from a small community in Quebec. She said that he had a month to gather his finances together, and then he had to leave. One morning, as Christina, the young 15-year-old girl, was outside waiting for the bus, she heard her mother arguing with this man inside. So she turned to her friend and said, "Go ahead, I'll come to school later. I just want to make sure everything is okay." So she went in the house, and the arguing became so bad that Christina decided to call 911. And during the time that she called 911 to get help, the man shot Christina and then went upstairs and beat my friend so bad that they couldn't recognize her afterwards. And my friend Tammy had to identify her sister by other means because she could not be recognized anymore. And then after this man beat her, he also shot her. And then he shot himself as well. When me and my family heard this, we decided that we needed to be there. We needed the Watson family to know that we were thinking of them and that they still meant a lot to us. So me and my brother got into a vehicle and we drove from Northern Ontario to BC, to Chetwynd, BC, which is the town. Moberly Lake is just the reserve outside of Chetwynd. So we drove, and it took us 3 days and 3 nights to get there. And we met her other sister. And I have never met a community as strong as it was when we got there. And Tammy was so strong, and Linda's oldest daughter, Katie, was amazing. The strength that the Watson family had, and that the support that the community gave them was amazing. The first night that we were there, we went to a circle dance and a banquet for Linda and Christina. I have never been to a circle dance, and it was an amazing way for the community to know that they were there for the Watsons, and it was a healing process. I've never seen that before, and it was very touching and very amazing to see, to have this community get together and let the Watson family know that they were not alone, and that they had ways to start the healing process. I know that I started this video to let everybody know about the violence against Aboriginal women across Canada. And there's many sites and many places that you can actually read about this. And I will provide some of the links after the video where you can find information about this. I just wanted to have a video that people could have a better understanding of how this affects people. And it affects families, it affects friends. And when something so violent happens, you need to know that there are people out there that are caring and will be there to help with the healing process. And I'm hoping that understanding how an issue of violence like this affects so many people, I'm hoping that this video will make people realize that violence against Aboriginal women needs to stop.